Hey, what's up? So, Transformers 1. Today, you're going to be a bunch of art directors and you're going to look at the posters for Transformers 1. I know the second trailer came out, but I'm not interested in that. We're just going to look at the posters. So, beginning with the first one, and also give it a score. You know, go back to 844 system whereby we have to give everything a mark. You know, so for this one, yeah, this one is nice. It's a well-balanced image. You know, you have Optimus on one side, Megatron on the other side, and then the other minor characters, Elita and Bumblebee, just below that, and then the name. This looks good. I'll give this a what? I'll give this a 4. Yeah, it communicates everything you need to know. There's Cybertron, there's this thing in the middle at the back, which I assume is where they get the creation matrix or the leadership matrix, depending on who you are. So this one, man, that just character posters, you have Megatron's head, so nothing interesting apart from the eye and the lip. That's the only way to know. It tries to tell you the personality of that particular character. With the eye and the lip, this is confidence and what? Confident, stoic, and focused. You know, another head poster. This is Bumblebee with a smile and widely open eyes, cheerful, playful, never serious. Elita, much more serious, much more focused, much more, much more ambitious. That's what I get from this. And Megatron, the lip is going down, the eye is sharper, angry, not joking around, bitter or something. So for these 4, I'll give them a what? A 1. I don't think they're interesting. They're just heads. It is far more lazy. This is a lazy designer. You put the name on the top, then you put the name of the actor on the top, then the name of the of the movie below and the date below. So this is very lazy, and I'll give all of them a 1. Oh, so this one floating head in the background, another lazy way of making a poster whereby you define the bad guy. So you have Megatron at the back, red eyes, and then you have all the protagonists in the foreground, action poses. There are a lot of flying things on the side, and then below them, which I find very interesting, which now makes this a very good poster, you have them when they transform into now vehicles. You have them when they take the different forms of who they are. So this I'll give a 3.7. It's not a bad poster. This is designed for the normal person who doesn't know what the Transformers are about, or who just want to be hyped by the poster. So this is a very energetic poster. So 3.7 for that. Then for this one I like. It's very centered. At the center you can see the matrix of leadership or creation matrix. That looks like the center of the story. I hope that is what it is. I'm really not sure what it's going to be, but I can assume that this is it. This is a creation matrix. And then you have all the characters around them. But that's not why I would give this a 4.2. I would give this a 4.2 because of how they use proportions, how they play around with dominance and subdominance, and then how they bring everything, the matrix to all the other characters to the center. The name Transformers 1 is at the bottom, and then you have all this drama of the characters coming up from that, and Optimus confidently standing on top of that. So this is a very good composition, even with the color, the blue in the middle, just and then you have the train on the side, you have that thing again on your left. I don't know what that is. We're going to find out in the movie. This this looks almost like the last one, but it looks slightly busier. It looks slightly more chaotic. There are too many colors. And yeah, you have 2 Megatrons. You have a Megatron in the background with the red eyes. I don't know who that is, but I assume that that's Megatron. Then you have this character at the center who looks also like Megatron because of the gun. Then you have all these other cars. This doesn't feel right. Here you have the cars at the bottom and then the name at the now proper bottom, which is Transformers 1, but it doesn't feel right. It just feels like Witness the Origin. It's on one side and then it's not balanced by any other character. It looks, I like the symmetry, but the symmetry is not perfect. So I'll give this a 3. Yeah, if you wanted a billboard, this would work very well on a billboard because you get to see more details. Wow, now this I like. This is like Optimus looking down at this thing. This has to be the matrix of creation or the leadership matrix, because when you look where he's standing on top of another, looks like another Autobot or something. There's something that's lying down with the light coming out of the chest, and when the light hits him, the shadow is the shadow of the Optimus that we recognize from the modern movies. Because when you look at the Optimus that we have, it's not the Optimus that we recognize, but the Optimus in the background is the Optimus that we actually recognize. The form, the silhouette, is the silhouette of that Optimus that we know in the modern pop culture. But then all that drama is caused by this creation matrix. So this I would give a 4.5. It's really good, very simple, but very, very effective in telling whatever it's trying to say. Then you have a Megatron version of that. So Megatron, you have the same, I think this is an Autobot. I'm not sure who this is lying on the ground. Then you can see the light from, I assume that this is the leadership matrix shining over Megatron, and then you have the shadow, which is now the Megatron that we recognize. So also this, I'll give it the same marks as I gave the other one, which is like 4.5. It's really good. This one does something very interesting. I think we looked at this before. We looked at all these individually, and when they are put together, they make a lot of sense, because now you can see all the personalities very well. If you just look at their lips or you look at their eyes, the way they've been designed, you can tell their personalities. So this, it's in Japan or I think this is Japanese or Chinese, I'm not sure, but I would give this a 2.5. There's nothing else that happens apart from showing us their different color schemes and trying to give us an idea of their personalities. But you have to like look for it in this particular poster. So this one, again, character poster, but this does something very interesting. For those people who are not familiar with the Matrix, with the Transformers, it shows you the form when they have not transformed, and then when they transform into vehicles. But in this case, this movie, they're not going to be the familiar Transformers that we know from the movies. They're going to be different. So this poster does a good job telling you the actor is going to be playing, the name of the movie, and then showing you the character before he transforms and the character when he transforms. So you have a better idea of who this character is going to be. I don't like the color scheme. There is no contrast, so I'm going to give this a 3. It works. Yeah, this is a version of that. You see Optimus when he's transformed and when Optimus is now a truck. And yeah, the color play is okay, but it's just too busy. It's just too loud. There's too much blue, too much yellow, too much red. So it's very, very busy visually. I would also give this, I don't know, 2.5. This I like. So this is Elita. You see Elita and she's in purple, and then the contrast is perfect. So I'll give this like a 3.2. The contrast really, really works for this particular poster because it's not so busy and you immediately see the character. For Bumblebee is okay, but you see the same concept, you know, Bumblebee as Bumblebee and then Bumblebee as the car. For the contrast and everything, it's not as exciting as I would expect it to be, but it just does what it's supposed to do. So it's a 2.5. It does, well, it's average. It's 2.5 out of 5. It's average. It works for what it's supposed to do. Whoa. Okay, so this I love. This I absolutely love. The vector use and then everything coming out of the chest on one side. This I really love. D-Box. I really, really love this. I just love it for the art style. I love it for the energy that it creates. I know it may look busy, but this is one of those posters that encourage you to look at it, to explore, to try to find out what exactly is happening. So you have the leadership matrix just glowing and illuminating everything else that you can see, from Bumblebee to Elita to Megatron. It just has this energy and vibrance about it. And the way they use highlights, you know, when you're doing a vector art and you apply highlights, everything just pops. So this is a this is a perfect poster. So I'll give this a 4.7 out of 5. The reason I'm removing the 3 points is because you can't really make out what's going on. It doesn't really, you know, tell you the story. So this is meant for D-Box. D-Box theaters, I've never really gone to them. I don't know how they work. But this, whatever D-Box theater is about, yeah, I like this. I just simply like this. I like the color work, I like the energy, I like the lines, I like everything about that poster. This is lazy, man. This is a 0.1. Yeah, this is like the Megatron that we recognize. Alafu, inside that you show a few Transformers. This is so lazy. This is like for Optimus fans. This is directly for them. This is the kind of poster that you put in. You say, people love Optimus, just put him there. A large image of him. So this I like. So this is an IMAX poster. So this poster is designed for IMAX. And what IMAX usually represent is a bigger picture. So as much as this is a very lazy poster, in that you just show the protagonist and then behind them you just show a huge picture of the antagonist, red eyes. If you look at the whole picture in relation to IMAX, because this poster is designed for IMAX, you have a much larger look at Cybertron. You have it's much more dramatic. It looks like the composition was pushed back and you are given more picture, which represent what IMAX is about. So as an IMAX poster, it works very well. I would give this a 4 as an IMAX poster. But generally as a poster, yeah, I would give this a 3. It doesn't really do anything unique. It's not really unique. It doesn't really do anything different. It's just a poster. It looks like your ordinary day poster. It's not the kind of poster that will make someone stop and look. So this one is Dolby Cinema. You can see the Ds have like layers of Ds inside them. It looks like, when I look at this poster, I think immersion, because of the way the Ds have been arranged. It looks like it's far more than one dimension. It looks like there's more to the dimension. And since it's Dolby, since it's Dolby, you know that the sound design is going to be awesome and it's going to be immersive. And the energy poses, and the action poses really, really work well for this particular poster. So this is pretty interesting. I would give this a 3.5 for just the poses and just the energy that comes out of the poster and the fact that it communicates immersions very well. Because this Dolby is immersion, sound immersion. So I can see that within this poster. That's for me. Most people will not see it. They'll actually ask, why do you have a D over these characters? But I understand what it means to have all those lines going into the background. There is more to the picture than, what is created in front of you. So this looks extremely colorful. I really love this. In terms of just color, it's really popping. And this is Cinemark XD. So when I look at this poster and I think of Cinemark XD, I think that their selling point for their theater is the picture quality. Just how colors pop from the screen. That's what this poster is communicating, because it's a very colorful poster, despite the fact that the characters themselves are very colorful. The colors just pop, and I assume that Cinemark XD is about the picture quality. It's not about the sound or immersion. It's just the kind of colors that you're going to see. It's just the quality of color that you're going to see from that particular screen. You have Megatron in the background, and then he has his gun out, and then in the foreground you have Optimus and he has his axe out. So this is an action scene. It actually communicates action. So I'm assuming that 4DX is all about action. You experience the action in this particular theater. It's all about that experience of being in a fight. That's what I'm getting from this. But as a poster that works with every other poster, as your normal poster to communicate everything about the film, this would get probably a 2.5. It doesn't really communicate very well, but as a 4DX poster, communicating what this theater is about, it's probably a 4, because it communicates that idea of you're going to experience this fight the way it has been pictured. So it's a 4 and a 2.5. Oh wow, I love this. Just like the other one, Optimus, you have the leadership matrix and then Transformers within that. So this I like because of the energy, and it's very focused. It's very, first of all, it's very symmetrical. And it's very colorful. All lines lead you to what is important. I think the most important part of this movie is going to be that matrix, and I just love how punchy the colors are. I love the fact that it's just focused on Optimus and then all these other characters. So this is great. I love it. I'm a sucker for art, so that works for me. Yes, this one I'll give a 3.7 out of 5. Still is not perfect because you don't get all the other characters and you don't get a lot of information about what's happening. This one I love because it's a very artistic. It's simple, but it's very, very artistic. And it goes back to, you know, the head, the big head in the background, the villain in the background. But then you have the protagonist in the foreground. Then you have a light like the sun coming up in the background to illuminate the main characters. First of all, it gets a lot of points because of the fact that it's an artwork. It's drawn. Yeah, you can see the line works. You can see everything. It's a drawing. That alone gives this poster like a 4.2 out of 5. The fact that it's an artwork, and the fact that the contrast works very well for the title, and it works very well for all the other characters. You can make out all the characters form very easily, and you can tell that the villain is going, without making the eyes super red, you can tell that's the villain. Then you can tell that the leader who's in front, who's actually Optimus. This is a nice poster. I like it. I absolutely love the design. I love the fact that it's an artwork. I love this, yo. The energy coming out from the bottom, and then you can see the Transformers before they transform, and then poof, that energy with them having transformed, and the line work, and the fact that it's an artwork, and the contrast, and just the highlights. This looks really, 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 really good. Look at how they treat the eyes. The eyes are glowing. You know, you have the leadership matrix on Optimus just glowing, and the energy, just the energy of this poster is the reason I would give this a 4.5 out of 5. It's really, 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 it's really good. And the thing is, the centered elements are Optimus, Megatron, and then the name of the movie. And then everything comes out from the bottom. So yeah, I love this. It's really good. So this one, Real D 3D. This is for the theater, but this looks extremely lazy. You know, again, you get the feeling that Real D 3D communicate that we're going to put you inside the fight. But wow, this is a very lazy poster. I would give this a 0.2 out of 5. It's not creative. It looks like a screenshot of a scene from the movie. It doesn't really communicate anything. You have the action pose from Optimus, and then you have this who's supposed to be Megatron. But it doesn't really do anything special with what it's doing. It's just another poster. Actually, it's more of a screenshot. So wow, I love this. I love this pop art. So it's very basic, and it has creases in the middle to look like it was actually a real physical poster. You know, it was folded. Yeah? It gives you that impression that this poster was folded and then it was unwrapped. And so the colors pop. It tells you the name of the character very easily. It's the contrast works, the simplicity of it. Flat colors work anytime. So this is a 4.9 out of 5. It works perfectly for this particular character. Style, color work, and just as an expression. This looks beautiful. This also looks very, very beautiful. You know, it looks like it was folded. It's wearing out in the middle. And the way they apply the colors, flat design, you know, pop art. And then this looks awesome. And I'll just give it like that. Actually, let's see. Are there any more? Yes. So all these 4 posters, I'm going to give all these 4 posters 4.9 because they look fantastic. They are very artistic. They are very they give you the personalities of the characters without having to give you the personalities of the characters. Look at their expression. They look like artworks. Look at their expressions. Look at how the shadows have been used on their faces. Look at how color has been applied to their eyes. Oh, this is good. This is fantastic. I love this. I absolutely love this. So I'll give this a 4.9. 4 of them. Wow, this is my favorites now. You have the, you know, Transformers symbol, the Autobot symbol, and then within it you have Optimus, and then above it you have Megatron, and then Bumblebee on the left, Elita on the right, and it's all balanced. So you have the symbol, and then the energy of the colors just popping out, and then the colors on the side, and then the name is very clear, stands out, then the date and theaters at the bottom, very, very clear, communicates, it does what it needs to say. You can see the characters, you can see I just love this for the color. So I'm going to give this a 5 out of 5. I love everything about this poster. It's very creative, it's very energetic, it's very simple, and it's very eye-catching. It just draws you in, and it makes you want to explore. So for me, that's why I'm giving this a solid 5. That's a perfect poster, according to me. So that's the last one. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching this. For more art director or for more poster design criticism or breaking down movie posters, follow me. So basically that's it. Remember to always watch what you enjoy what you watch. I shall see you on the next one. Adios.